On a fateful day in November 2010, 13-year-old Yara Gambirasio vanished without a trace, sending shockwaves through Italy. 3 long months of agonizing uncertainty passed until her lifeless body was found in nearby scrubland. Thus began a painstaking and intricate murder investigation, unfolding as one of the most compelling cases in Italian history. Welcome to the channel, subscribe and let's dive in. Now, after years of relentless pursuit of justice, the case is finally approaching its climactic conclusion, promising closure and answers to the harrowing mystery that gripped the nation. On a fateful evening of November 26, 2010, 13-year-old Yara Gambirasio left a sports center in Brembate di Sopra, Italy, with a destination only 700 meters away, her home. Tragically, she never made it back, and her family immediately sought help from the Carabinieri. Despite a massive search involving numerous volunteers, her lifeless body was discovered 3 months later in Cingolo di Sola, 10 kilometers away from her home. The autopsy revealed multiple superficial cuts and a significant head wound, possibly caused by a hard surface or a stone impact, along with hypothermia. Though the exact cause of death remained uncertain, there was no evidence of sexual assault. The investigation faced initial confusion, and the first suspect, a young Moroccan man, was eventually exonerated after a mistranslated comment led to his arrest. The case continued to captivate the nation as the search for answers intensified. The search for justice intensified as forensic scientists delved into the investigation, analyzing about 22,000 DNA profiles taken from the victim's clothing. They sought a suspect whose DNA matched that of Ignoto 1, or Unknown 1, the nickname given to Yara Gambirasio's murderer. On June 16, 2014, a significant breakthrough occurred when Massimo Giuseppe Bossetti, an Italian bricklayer living in the area, was arrested and accused of the crime. His DNA matched the elusive Ignoto 1, leading to his identification as the primary suspect. The complexity of the case unraveled further when it was revealed that Bossetti was the illegitimate son of a deceased man, Giuseppe Girinoni, who was linked to the Ignoto 1 profile. Bossetti's connection to the case became known after his mother underwent DNA testing, suggesting he could be one of her sons. To carefully observe Bossetti before confronting him, investigators devised a plan to obtain his DNA during a routine breathalyzer test. This test confirmed the match between Bossetti's DNA and that of the mysterious Ignoto 1, making him the prime suspect in Yara Gambirasio's tragic murder. The arrest marked a significant turning point in the case, bringing the investigation closer to closure and the possibility of justice for Yara and her grieving family. Amidst proclamations of innocence, Massimo Giuseppe Bossetti consistently maintained that he suffered from nosebleeds and his work tools, including a knife, awl and trowel, was stolen, possibly blood-soiled. He argued that the DNA evidence was fabricated due to weather exposure or cross-contamination. Despite Bossetti's denial and his wife's confirmation of his alibi, police deemed the DNA sample to be of high quality. He was denied any plea bargain or confession opportunity and received a life imprisonment sentence. The case's complexity and conflicting evidence made the search for truth even more challenging, leaving unanswered questions surrounding Yara Gambirasio's tragic death. The case of Yara Gambirasio's tragic death and the subsequent trial of Massimo Giuseppe Bossetti have been filled with twists and controversies. In January 2015, a court-appointed scientific advisor raised doubts about the DNA match between Ignoto 1 and Bossetti, hinting at a possibility of an error. Rumors circulated that the initial analysis did not find any correspondence between Bossetti's mitochondrial DNA and that of Ignoto 1, raising questions about the accuracy of the identification process. Sylvia Brenner, an instructor at the gym, also became a focus of attention in Bossetti's defense. Her blood was found on the sleeves of Yara's jacket through DNA analysis. Brenner's unusual behavior on the night of Yara's disappearance raised suspicions, as she had reportedly cried all night without providing a reason. Her vague memory and the mysterious deletion of text messages sent during the time of Yara's disappearance added to the puzzle. Despite these uncertainties, in July 2016, Bossetti was sentenced to life imprisonment by the Corte d'Assise of Bergamo. The verdict was upheld by the Corte d'Assise di Appello di Brescia in July 2017, and the Court of Cassation confirmed the life sentence in October 2018. In November 2019, Bossetti's defense lawyers requested a review of the DNA evidence, which was not accepted due to the unavailability of further DNA analysis in March 2021. The case took another twist in December 2022 when an investigation was initiated against prosecutor Letizia Ruggeri, accusing her of misdirection and trial fraud. The complex and controversial nature of this case has left many unanswered questions and ongoing debates about the validity of the evidence presented in court. The search for justice in the tragic death of Yara Gambirasio continues to be a deeply challenging and emotional journey for all involved. Thank you for watching and follow for more.